The public opinion for the latest trailer of the 7 Deadly Sins Origin is pretty mixed. In all honesty, I could have literally made a YouTube short to break down this little trailer. However, I would like to give you guys different perspectives of how people would have received this trailer. Now let me break down this little trailer for you, and while we are at it, let me give you those perspectives too. The trailer begins with a wide shot of the beautiful scenery that the game has to offer. It's followed with a montage where Meliodas is speaking and remembering his allies, the 7 Deadly Sins. This montage has an effect over it to imply that those events have happened a long time ago. At the same time, it's trying to show you how diverse the character body types are in this game. You have a tall fit dude with a blonde midget, a female giant, typical gooning material, a fanboy, whatever the fuck king is, and a giant man Escanor fighting another giant villain in Estarossa. While all of them are very beautiful and expressive, especially with the last shot with Estarossa, where you can see his expression very clearly and you can feel the emotion that he's experiencing. You could say that attention to details in the cinematics are absolutely on point. Especially with the next shot, where developers are basically flexing with their animation quality. For people like me, who have been waiting for this game for many years now, this part of the trailer is basically trash. But for those who are new, it manages to capture the beauty of the world while retelling the story of the original franchise, while showcasing the animation quality, character model quality, and the attention to detail. Next few scenes focus on Tristan and Tiore exploring random activities that the game has to offer to tell the viewer that no, it's not just a combat simulator and the game is actually fun and enjoyable in other ways. The following scenes with Elaine showcase the beauty of the fairy forest. And in addition, it showcases another flying mount that we have not seen before. It's followed with a very well made transition, which also showcases new type of flying mount. In the next scene, we see characters challenging the giant Albion, and looking at the poses and the character composition, it seems like Hawk is also a playable character, and Albion is an enemy that you can regularly summon, maybe as an event, but it definitely does not look like a cutscene from the story. Next few seconds of the trailer are actually great news. It indicates that we will have the ability to run up the walls, as well as riding the flying mounts vertically. Which is great, because the lack of those abilities would have been a giant mistake and a huge downgrade for people who are transitioning from Wuthering Waves. Next scene gives us a look at another boss that we will be able to fight, and it's also great to finally see Elizabeth in action. Now the next few scenes are genuinely up for interpretation. It starts with Gilthunder and Tiore flying on their mounts, and is followed with Hauser getting jumped by Grey Demon. As Hauser is about to get slimed out, he is saved by Tiore and Gilthunder. Now, the interpretation that I was talking about is quite simple. If you look at this scene with the perspective that it was a single player scene, then it's probably a cutscene or maybe an event that can occur throughout the gameplay. But if we assume that this scene is actually involving multiplayer gameplay, then we could say that a player can actually be downed while the allies are getting there to help them. Which, to be completely fair, would be kinda crazy and kinda fresh, because I have never seen a gacha game, especially an open world multiplayer one, with such mechanics. The final sequence of this scene involves a 3-way ultimate move that looks absolutely fucking epic. Can someone explain why Meliodas hit this pose? But jokes aside, even this power of friendship kind of garbage final scene has some actual important details that we can discuss. Firstly, the fact that King and Merlin are flying way above the characters and actually are flying upwards, which could imply that characters with ability of flight can actually fly in the game now. And lastly, I wanted to mention the amount of characters in this scene. Now, I do think it's simply for the cinematic purposes, but at the same time they have mentioned that the game will have knighthoods, where you will be able to meet a lot of players, presumably 30, in a selected location. And I'm hoping that it's actually that, and they are showcasing the fact that you can actually run around with a lot of players in an area that's rather big. And well, that's basically all that they have showcased in the trailer. Now the closed beta test registration is up now. I will leave the link in the description, obviously. I'm thinking that they will start the actual beta in 2 to 3 weeks from now, and hopefully you guys get to play. Well, as for now, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.